make no mistake about it, Buffalo's they're a really good football team. They're well coached. They got a lot of good players, and they play hard and they're tough. But good to get the win. Really proud of our players. These guys did a good job on all three units. We played kind of the way we felt like we needed to play to win, and in the end, scored enough points. It was a lot of situational football that I thought we, for the most part, handled fairly well, and just got to give the players a lot of credit for just being tough, being disciplined, being resilient, and dealing with a really good football team, and conditions that were somewhat challenging. So good to get the win, and time to move on.
Bill, you like with this game and the way your guys adjusted and made plays? Will you like what it says about their character?
Yeah, I've never had any question about that.
Bill, at what point did you guys know you're going to have such a run-heavy approach? Was that the plan all week, or is that something that you?
No. We didn't know what it was going to be. But that's the way it worked out on look, Josh did a good job throwing the ball out there today, and it's not easy. I thought he did a pretty good job. So not that he had a career day or anything, but it was tough conditions. But he slung it in there pretty good, made some really good throws.
Bill, can you just describe for us what the wind was like? Was it blowing goalpost to goalpost from your right to left, I guess, pretty much the entire time?
Well, it was swirling, but yeah, it was basically blowing towards the tunnel from our bench to their bench, so kind of catty corners, like it blows in Gillette from the lighthouse down to the closed end, about the same thing. But it was definitely swirling and kicking up at the closed end to the right of our bench was tough.
Bill, is it hard from a coaching perspective to be that patient and just stick with it on that launch and not be tempted to try and throw it in those conditions?
No, I don't know. Let's try to do what we think's best to help the team win.
How similar was this one to the last game in 2008?
Oh, that was a lot worse.
This was a lot worse?
No, that was a lot worse. Yeah, way worse.
What does it say about your offensive line that kind of the Bills knew you were going to run the ball and you still had some success running the ball today?
Yeah, I mean, everybody, really tried to do a good job there. The offensive line, the tight ends, the receivers, they're blocking force all day. Poyer and Hyde, those guys are blitzing. Johnson, those guys were all blitzing. And obviously the backs ran well. Damian had a big run. Andre ran well. Brandon, had a couple of big carries for us as well. So, Mac had a bunch of key sneaks. Yeah, it's just, again, good offensive. Good job offensively. Josh made a couple good adjustments in the running game, like he always does, and that definitely helped us too. So, we felt confident in it, and stuck with it.
Bill, how if at all did the weather affect defending Josh Allen when he had the wind at his back versus when they were throwing into the wind?
Yeah, I mean, you got to cover him.
Bill, what went into the decision to put Nikhil back there at return today?
Yeah, we're into ball handling.
When you guys lost the coin toss, did it feel like a win because you were able to get the win in the fourth quarter?
Things you have control over, you have control over. Things you don't, you don't. So just play the game. They make their decisions, we make our decisions, and it all evens out in the end.
Bill, we've heard players say in the past, a good gauge of a team's toughness is how they run the ball, stop and run, and cover kicks. How would you describe your team's toughness?
Yeah, well, I mean, over a season, there can be a lot of ups and downs in that kind of statement, but it's always good to be able to do those things. So.
Bill, you guys were 2-4. Now you're 9-4 heading into the bye. Just how proud are
Yeah, we got a big one against Indianapolis, and they're obviously a good football team, so turn our sights to them, and not really worried about what happened in the past. Just get ready for Indianapolis, and they're tough, you know. That'd be a tough matchup for us, so we'll have a big challenge out there.
Take the final question. Bill, have you ever been part of a game where you've thrown this little 3 or 4 times? High school, college, anything you remember? Pro?
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't throw the ball much in high school. All right, thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
We're making lemonade.
Probably when 2020 handed us all those lemons.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade, packed with lemonade flavor.